All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here. It's great to see everyone, familiar faces, and good to have a night to have this card drawing and oath ceremony. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone online who is watching as well, and we appreciate you all. I wanted to thank the judge this evening, Rick Thompson, one of our municipal judges. So thank you, Rick. And then also we have Ryan doing some videoing, and Mr. McGill and the town staff here, and Chief as well. So thanks to all of them for all of their work in setting this up. Okay, so I'm going to start off by the first step, which is to give the commissioners-elect their certificates of election from the Secretary of State's office. So we just received these yesterday, so I'm just going to hand these out real quick. Okay, so it says, Office of the Secretary of State, State of New Mexico, Certificate of Election, 2021 regular local election. I, the Secretary of State of New Mexico, certify that the State Canvassing Board has approved the report of the state canvass for the election held on the 2nd day of November, 2021, and do hereby find and declare that Kenneth Donald Brennan has been duly and lawfully elected to the office of Commissioner Position 1, Town of Edgewood. And I'm not going to read them all, but they're very similar to that. So. And for Commissioner Position 2 is Jerry Dean Powers.
Thank you.
And for myself, Audrey Jaramillo to Position 3. And Philandro Anaya to Position 4. And to Sterling Donner, Commissioner Position number 5. Okay, with that done, we are going to start off with the National Anthem. And if you guys would like, you can go ahead and stand for that.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous light o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, thank you, everyone. You may be seated. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to the Honorable Judge Rick Thompson.
Leave these under your watch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First off, it's an honor for me to be able to do this. One of the essential functions in any democracy is elections. We had one, and it's time for the folks who are elected to take their seats. So this is going to take a little bit of time tonight, and the reason is we have to do a card drawing to determine the term lengths for the 5 commissioners. And since most people are not familiar with that kind of thing, we've done it here in Edgewood probably 2 or 3 times anyway for various things. But I'm going to go ahead and go over how this works in case you've never seen it or you're curious about it or anything like that. So just bear with me. I'm just going to read through it as quickly as I can. This is Edgewood's first elected commission under the commission manager form of government. We have to establish staggered terms. Therefore, the initial terms of the 5 commissioners elect will be determined by lot in accordance with New Mexico State Statute 3-14-8. In keeping with Town of Edgewood tradition, the drawing of high card will be the method used to determine lot. So this gets us in the paper every time we do it. The initial stagger shall create 2 terms of 4 years each and 3 terms of 2 years each. Beginning with the next regular election, terms of office will be 4 years each. So that way you make sure you have folks in office who know what's going on. And so you don't just start with a clean slate of people who've never been in an elected position running a town. So that'd be pretty tough. So the method for card drawing is this. In view of the commissioners-elect, any witnesses and notary public, which is y'all are witnesses, judge will open a new deck of cards, and I picked one up today. I'll remove the jokers and any extraneous cards, then I'll shuffle the deck, and I will try really hard to keep them together. I'm not a card player, so this ought to be interesting. Then I will shuffle the deck. I'll do the best I can. And then I will fan the deck out on a flat surface, and I guess we'll just use this table right here. And the commissioners-elect will draw 1 card each from the fan deck, and they'll hold their card. It doesn't say whether they can look at it. It doesn't matter. I will ask each commissioner-elect to publicly display the card they have drawn, and then I'll announce and record the card drawn by each commissioner-elect. And I've got a form in here that I fill out with every one of those cards that the commissioner-elects draw. Okay, then I review the cards drawn, so we do this a couple of times. And then using commonly accepted card rankings, we'll determine the term of office for each commissioner-elect. So the commissioners-elect drawing the 2 highest ranking cards from the deck will receive 4-year terms. The other 3 commissioners-elect will receive 2-year terms. No ties are possible because the suits, in other words, spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs, they're also ranked in that order. So if a person draws an ace and another person draws an ace, then you go to the suit to see which one's higher. Okay? All right. So commonly accepted card rankings from highest to lowest are ace, king, queen, jack, 10, and so on. If further clarification is needed, then suit of card will be considered, like I just mentioned, spades, hearts, diamonds, and finally clubs. Judge will record the determined term of office for each commissioner-elect and the specific card drawn by each commissioner-elect on the form provided. Then I'll sign it, the form, as proof of the process and the outcome, and then the notary public authenticates the judge's signature. And there's a notary public, there you are. Hello, ma'am. She will notarize my signature. Copies of the signed and notarized form will be made, and they'll be distributed to the town clerk, the commissioners-elect, and myself. The original goes to the New Mexico Secretary of State at the earliest possible convenience and in accordance with state law. So, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to be as methodical and transparent as possible. So it's going to take a little bit of time, like I said. So the first thing I do is open a new deck of cards, remove the jokers and any extraneous cards, and then shuffle it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Bear with me.
I'll move this out of the way.
Anybody got it? Keys? Somebody? Oh, okay. No. I practiced today a little bit. My wife was watching me. And she's pretty good at this, and she was having a pretty big old time. Okay, extraneous cards. There's a couple of extraneous cards. And a couple of jokers. I don't see any other extraneous cards. So, I'm going to shuffle them standing right here. It doesn't say cut. Keep an eye on me.
No peeking, Phil. Okay, I managed So,
to get that done.
You got that part done? I was gonna say, Phil was joking and said, "Joker's out." So Jerry, you gotta leave.
Okay, the next step is to just fan them out here, and I guess what I'll do is come on this side, or
Yeah, that would work just fine.
To the front.
I'm gonna fan them out right here as best I can. Kind of spread them out a little bit. Okay. Now, commissioners-elect draw one card each from the fanned deck and hold their card. So, District 1. Only one card. District 2.
No peeking.
I just want everybody to know there's nothing up my sleeve.
Not that it matters, yes. District 3.
That's what I'm thinking.
District 3. District 4. District 4. We're going to be on Good Morning America now.
Let me see, how's it go? Oh, look at you.
And finally,
What a joker.
District 5.
I guess you guys got me for 4 years.
Okay. Okay, the next thing to do is commissioners-elect display their cards, and that most of them have done that already. But go ahead and show everybody in the room your cards.
Face of close.
So we have an ace, and we have a joker. So those two gentlemen.
It's a jack, not a joker.
A jack, yeah. Not a
He's
joker.
the joker.
Those two gentlemen are gonna have 4-year terms, and our other commissioners-elect are gonna have 2-year terms. So now I've got a little paperwork I have to do to record this, so keep your cards.
Now what are we doing with the cards?
Just hang on your card.
Keep it. You should just keep it. Billy can have 4 years. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask one of you to come over here one at a time, and I'm gonna record it.
I like it.
Okay, so Commissioner-elect Brennan,
Yeah, I guess so.
you have an ace. Commissioner-elect Howard. Commissioner-elect Harvey. Commissioner-elect Anaya. Commissioner-elect Honor.
Okay. Jerry.
Okay, the next step in this process is I sign this form that has the results. And then, ma'am, what's your name? I'm sorry? Ariel, Notary Public she's gonna notarize my signature for the Secretary of State.
Now they need to cut American votes. Probably at the house. We might.
I got enough pens.
Okay, I got pens and paper.
And commissioners, like you do get to keep those repositories.
Would you sign them for us?
I'll sign it for you.
Yes, afterwards.
We were just noticing that the three with the lowest cards that have the 2-year terms were unopposed in the election, and the two that have the 4-year terms were opposed. So they had to campaign and won against an opponent. So interesting. I think it worked out well. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Just leave it up. Leave it up to God. All right.
All right, ma'am. Okay, now that the commissioners-elect have determined who's going to be 4-year and who's going to be 2-year, the next step here is the actual swearing in of each commissioner. It's pretty important. You know, even in a small town like Edgewood, it's important, at least to my thinking. You know, judges, we do a lot of swearing in of people, and we have people swear at us too. But and the reason we do that, it's a tradition because it is just more. It makes it more of a statement of your commitment to swear an oath. And it's, you know, oaths have been sworn for, good golly, since Adam and Eve, I'm sure. So a long time. And so what we're going to do here is each commissioner is going to come up one at a time. They're going to have some time for their own personal remarks, which is appropriate. It's a long road for them to get here. So they, you know, you want to hear from them now. You'll hear plenty later, but you want to hear from them now too. So, and I know that they'll be hearing lots from y'all. That's right. So after their remarks, I will swear the commissioners in one at a time. We will sign their oath. They get one copy. A copy goes to the Secretary of State. So, okay. So we're going to go by district numbers too. So District 1, Commissioner-elect Brennan.
I want to say thank you for everybody that came here tonight.
I was going to ask who was going to hold the Bible for you.
Oh.
Do you want Belinda to come up? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Sorry, go ahead with your remarks.
I was saying thank you for everybody that came here tonight. I appreciate it. The last time I took an oath was my last tour of duty from the Navy. And my first oath that I took was also for the Navy, and that happened in Albuquerque back in 1980. As I go ahead and take this oath of office, I am honored and humbled by the responsibilities of this position. And I thank everybody that came out to the polls and voted. It was a record turnout for Edgewood. For myself, it was a real close race. It was a nail biter right down the end. 12 votes separated us. And I am honored by my opponent, Ralph. Ralph, you want to stand up real quick? And I just want to say thank you to everybody for giving me the honor to hold this position, and I hope I do you all proud. Thank you.
Belinda.
Commissioner-elect, do you have your copies of...
Swearing in first, or do all the...
We're going to do the swearing in right after your speech.
Okay.
Okay, so I think you
All right.
come here, Ken. And that way you're kind of by the mic a little bit, and then you.
Like I need a mic.
Well, that's true.
All right, sir, would you let me have one of your copies there?
Of course.
Thank you.
You have to raise your right hand.
All right, sir, if you would raise your right hand, place your hand on the Bible. All right, and repeat after me. I, Kenneth Donald Brennan,
I, Kenneth Donald Brennan,
having been elected to the position of Commissioner
having been elected to the position of Commissioner
for the town of Edgewood, District 1,
for the town of Edgewood, District 1,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and the laws of the state of New Mexico,
the Constitution and the laws of the state of New Mexico,
and the ordinances and resolutions of the town of Edgewood.
and the ordinances and resolutions of the town of Edgewood.
I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties
I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties
of this office
of this office,
of which I am about to enter,
of which I'm about to enter,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations, Commissioner.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go ahead and sign your oath. You would sign right there, sir. Both copies. Want to notarize? Ma'am? Okay, Commissioner? Thank you. You just hang on to those, you only get to keep one. Okay. Commissioner-elect Powers, District 2.
I want to thank everybody for turning out tonight, and for all of those that are watching on the live stream and those that aren't watching that did their part to allow this change in government to happen, to commission managers so that the power would be spread out amongst 5 people and not centralized in one, and to establish or reestablish a government that is a reflection of the will of the people. That was really our objective. These are some fine people. It's an honor and a privilege for me to serve with them. It's an honor and a privilege to swear to uphold something that I believe in with every fiber of my being. The Constitution is an amazing document. The founders were brilliant in the way that they went about protecting our God-given rights and ensuring that through the Constitution. It's especially humbling and an honor for me when I think of those that came before us, before all of us, our ancestors, our families, that put everything at risk to protect our right to have the freedoms that are protected by the Constitution and to live the life that we've lived. The freedoms, the opportunities, the choices we have. It is what allowed the greatest country on earth to develop and to have the freest society ever known. And I know those freedoms are challenged sometimes daily, even by the government. But for those that took the oath of office and protected our rights from within the government, for those that stood up against the government when it was infringing on our rights, for the military that fought and many who died, I'm nothing but grateful and humbled to be able to swear this oath and to serve all of you to the best of my ability, first to uphold your rights, to not infringe on those rights, and to allow the greatest freedoms that we can, to use a scalpel rather than a sledgehammer when dealing with your rights. Thank you very much.
You have your oath?
Yeah.
Okay, if you'll let me have one of those copies?
Sure.
All right.
Would you come on this side? Thanks.
Okay, raise your right hand.
How am I going to do this? I don't need mine, I guess.
Yeah, just all you have to do is repeat after me.
All right.
Okay, all right. I, Jerry Dean Powers,
I, Jerry Dean Powers,
having been elected to the position of Commissioner
having been elected to the position of Commissioner
for the town of Edgewood, District 2,
for the town of Edgewood, District 2,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and the laws of the state of New Mexico,
the Constitution and the laws of the state of New Mexico,
and the ordinances and resolutions of the town of Edgewood.
and the ordinances and resolutions of the town of Edgewood.
I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of this office,
I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of this office,
of which I am about to enter,
of which I'm about to enter,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Commissioner. We have to do a little signing and a little notarizing.
Did you hold that?
That's sir, you can sign above your name.
Right, sir. Congratulations, Commissioner. Hang on to both those for now. Commissioner-elect Jaramillo.
Thank you, Judge. Again, just want to thank everyone for being here and being online and for all of the support. I want to thank the commissioners-elect for being willing to run and serve. I would say that it is a very, very big sacrifice to hold public office and do it to the best of our ability. It takes a lot of time, money, effort, energy, collaboration, patience, all of those things, respect, a lot of research, a lot of homework, and it is a very serious duty, I would say. It's a very serious responsibility. And so I really want to thank all of you guys for being willing to put your time and effort in serving the town. I would also like to thank my family members and also many members of the community and those who have gone on before me. We have here tonight former Mayor Pro Tem Chuck Ring and former Mayor Brad Hill. And am I missing anyone? Councilor Sherry Abraham right here in front of me. Just want to thank you all so much too for your service and for being here tonight. I don't have too much to say other than I hope that I will continue to serve the town of Edgewood, the state, our country, well through being commissioner here in Edgewood. So thank you guys. So I'm going to ask my eldest son, Nicholas, to come up and hold the Bible for me.
Perfect. If you raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Audrey Jean Jaramillo,
I, Audrey Jean Jaramillo,
having been elected to the position of Commissioner
having been elected to the position of Commissioner
for the town of Edgewood, District 3,
for the town of Edgewood, District 3,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution and the laws
the Constitution and the laws
of the State of New Mexico,
of the State of New Mexico,
and the ordinances and resolutions of the town of Edgewood.
and the ordinances and resolutions of the town of Edgewood.
I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties
I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties
of this office,
of this office
of which I am about to enter,
of which I am about to enter
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations,
Thank
Commissioner.
you.
All right, ma'am. Gotta sign these and notarize them. Hope you would sign both copies, please. Thank you, ma'am. Commissioner, if you'd hang on to those.
Okay.
Commissioner-elect Anaya.
Usually about this time when somebody asks me to speak and hands me a mic, it usually goes on forever and ever. Tonight it's not. Merely because I'm just proud to be a member of this community. I ran for counselor, didn't make it because God had something better planned. And he said, no, you can do much better than a counselor. You can do a commission job. So I got a commission job for Santa Fe County at the P&Z. I got sworn in there also. But before that, I was also sworn in for the Board of Education. I was on the board when it was called Moriarty Board of Education. We changed the name to Moriarty Edgewood Board of Education, and I was very instrumental in helping get that name changed because I've always been proud of Edgewood ever since I've lived here in Edgewood. I've been in the East Mountains my entire life. I am one of the Anayas from Moriarty. My dad is Philandro, and I'm Philandro too. He's taught me a lot. About taking care of people. And he's not with us anymore, but I sure miss him every day. Without him, I wouldn't be able to stand up here and say, I can serve you all gracefully, honestly, and truthfully. I'm so proud of what you all did for the election when we changed the government to commission manager. That made us all 5 equal. That means that you got 5 people here to listen to and yell at. And as loud as you want. Because I don't have my hearing aids now, but I have to turn them up. I will pay attention to you. I will do the best I can for what you're asking. And I just want to truly, honestly say thank you for coming out and voting for myself. You all made a statement. It was very loud and clear for myself. I will never forget that. So again, thank you all very much for giving me this opportunity to serve you all. And again, I will do it gracefully, truthfully, honestly, and every which way I can. So I thank you all very much. I'd like for my wife to come up and hold the Bible.
Sir, if you could get your oath of office. All right, sir, if you'd raise your right hand, repeat after me.
Slowly.
Slowly. I, Philandro R. Anaya,
I, Philandro R. Anaya,
having been elected to the position of Commissioner,
having been elected to the
position of
Commissioner
for the town of Edgewood,
for the town of Edgewood,
District 4,
District 4,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United
of the
States,
United States,
the Constitution
the Constitution
and the laws
and the laws
of the state
of this state
of New Mexico,
of New Mexico,
and the ordinances
and the ordinances
and resolutions
and resolution
of the town of Edgewood.
of the town of Edgewood.
I will faithfully
I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of this office
of this office
of which I am
of which I am
about to enter,
about to enter,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations, Commissioner.
Thank you.
All right, sir, we have to sign your oaths. So if you sign here and here.
I bet you can't read any one of them. Including that one.
Hang on to that, Commissioner, and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Commissioner-elect Donner.
I am just incredibly humbled and blessed to be standing here in front of you guys. This is my home. I wasn't planning on running, ever. 32 years old, I had no desire to run for office. But when the Lord speaks to you, you listen. You know, He calls us to serve others, and this is what He's calling me to do. I'm here to make sure that my two little boys that are sitting in the back there have the best life that they can living in this amazing town. And in conjunction with that, I hope I can serve this office humbly and just be here and listen to you guys with whatever it is you guys need. I'm at a loss of words. I get to serve with some amazing individuals and get to serve you in just amazing town. So thank you so much for this incredible opportunity and for the ability to serve you all. Thank you. I'm going to have my beautiful wife come up and hold the Bible here.
Sir, if you get your oath.
Yes.
All right, sir, if you would raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Sterling Donner,
I, Sterling Donner,
having been elected to the position
having been elected to the position
of Commissioner for the town
of Commissioner for the town
of Edgewood, District 5,
of Edgewood, District 5,
do solemnly swear that I will support
and do solemnly swear that I will support
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and the laws
the Constitution and the laws
of the state of New Mexico,
of the state of New Mexico,
and the ordinances and resolutions of the town of Edgewood.
and the ordinances and resolutions of the town of Edgewood.
I will faithfully
I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties of this office
discharge the duties of this office
of which I am about to enter,
of which I am about to enter,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Commissioner. Right, sir. You'll see your name here and here, sign above that, please. Go, ma'am. Congratulations. Thank you. Just hang on to those. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a new set of commissioners officially.
Thank you, everyone. So at this time, we are going to adjourn the official portion of the ceremony and stop the live stream at this time. I think others can feel free to record for a little bit, but Jesus, if you can stop live stream. Thank you all for attending online. We really appreciate it. And so we will have some, in a moment here, some mingling and snacks and talking and answering questions if you have any. Thank you, Judge, so much for being here and your help to us. And I want to give the opportunity for any of the commissioners to say something. If you have any other comments, go ahead.
So sometimes when people take office and they get a little bit of power, it can go to their heads. We've all seen it happen. And I was told a cautionary tale about that I'd like to share with you. There's a rancher in southern New Mexico right on the border, and a DEA agent came up to his ranch, and he said, I need to look at your ranch. I'm going to go everywhere to look for drug trafficking. So the rancher said, okay, but I don't go in that field over there. So the DEA agent grabbed his badge and he said, you see this badge? He said, this means I can go anywhere I want. So the rancher shook his head, and the DEA agent went off, and a little while later the rancher hears this yelling and screaming, and he looks, and here's the DEA agent out in the very field he told him not to go into, being chased by his prize bull. So the rancher jumps up on the fence and he says, show him your badge, show him your badge. Thanks.
He is the Joker, right? Okay, so at this time, I just want a personal point of privilege to ask Counselor Sherry Abraham to come up. This is just, me personally, I am so grateful to Sherry and standing strong and finishing out your term. And so I have a little plaque for you here for your in appreciation for 10 years of ethical and dedicated service. So thank you, Sherry, so much.
I'm always the shortest person in the room. But I just want to say thank you to all of you people out there who allowed me to finish out a very difficult term. I had a lot of personal tragedies right after I was elected, and so this was hard. When I was listening to these guys take their oaths of office, it is sometimes a hard oath to fulfill. But I felt great community support from all of you, and that encouraged me to finish out. So it's been my honor and privilege to serve you to the best of my ability. And thank you.
Thank you, Sherry. We're going to miss you very, very much. And hope you continue to serve Edgewood in some way.
I will.
Okay. Okay, everyone. I guess this concludes comments, and feel free to help yourselves to some refreshments. Thank you for being here.